Hello everyone, it's Isabel on Wednesday the 1st of November, and aren't we galloping towards the end of yet another year? I'm calling my reflection today Journeys. Jim and I returned from holiday last week after having a few ups and downs on the way. So I'd like to share with you a couple of our experiences while we were away and how we managed to get home on Friday the 20th. We left home on Sunday the 8th of October, around 11 o'clock at night. That meant a car journey to the park and ride at Halbeath, bus to Edinburgh Airport, and then 2 flights to get us to Rome. Firstly, Edinburgh to Frankfurt, then Frankfurt to Rome, which all went very smoothly and we'd loads of time for the transfer. Finally, another bus journey to Civitavecchia to board our ship. This was about 4 p.m. on Monday the 9th, and just in time to sail. One of the islands we visited was Santorini, and to get ashore we were taken by tender boat. This was where we had a bit of an escapade. We had visited Santorini before, about 5 years ago, but on that occasion we went on an organised trip. So this time we did our own thing. Now, to access the village of Thera, from where we docked, there are 3 options. Walk, take a donkey ride, or use the cable car. We used the cable car. There were 3 cruise ships in that day, so you can imagine the queue was really quite long, but we were soon on our way up. We enjoyed wandering up and down the quaint cobbled streets before we decided we should make our way back to the cable car. The queue here was even longer, but we joined it anyway. However, while we were snaking one way, we were meeting the start of the queue snaking the other way. One clever dick suggested we'd be quicker walking. Not a good move. It proved to be very dangerous, and we later heard of near accidents. Jim had a wee bit of a stumble, although he didn't actually fall. We had no idea how long it had taken us, but we discovered we'd shared 600 very uneven steps down a zigzag trail with the donkeys. We realised this was not the thing 2 senior citizens should have done, but we don't intend being back there, so we certainly won't be tempted to do it again. Our last port of call was Valletta, which meant another climb, but this time we went by lift. We had never seen anything like this before. We went ashore wondering how on earth we were to reach the city without another climb. However, just around the corner was the lift, which took us from the Grand Harbour up to the Valletta city. We discovered the lift is 58 metres high, takes 21 persons, and costs €1 each for a 25-second trip. We really enjoyed Valletta, a lovely city. 2 days later, we were docking in Barcelona, ready to leave our ship. We had to disembark by 9 o'clock in the morning and weren't due to fly back till 4 o'clock in the afternoon. But we managed to check in our luggage early, and a very kind young lad offered to get us on an earlier flight. Yes! However, things didn't go quite so smoothly on the homeward journey. We were held up taking off, therefore missing our slot at Frankfurt, and we had a while to wait to get off the plane. By this time, a few of us were getting just a wee bit agitated. But we were assured that there was another plane and we would get back to Edinburgh on time. Now, because we expected to arrive in Edinburgh late at night, we had booked a night in a hotel at the airport, and that was when we learned of the situation at home. Nothing daunted, we had some supper, an early night, and up next morning for breakfast. When the bus driver informed us that the Dundee Forfar road was closed, well, I didn't really believe him, so we set off and had no problems until we reached Dundee. Road closed at the Swallow Circle. Road closed at the Claverhouse Circle. Dry Arbroath. No problem, home at last. It had taken twice the time, but we were home safe and sound. Those of you who were at church on Sunday will know that I did the Bible reading about Peter walking on water. Well, we weren't exactly walking on water, but there was plenty of water around us. Thanks for listening. Keep safe and dry this week.